Well, hey, what's up, everybody? I've been watching Ramen on Netflix. It's a newer one, kind of. It's still kind of old. And, I watch an episode a week and then I do kind of a recap on it. And I did episode 3. And I was going through Netflix looking at different stuff, and I saw they had a animated Mahabharat that I'm going to watch. And then they had a Hanuman cartoon. It was a movie, animated movie. It was probably hour and 40 minutes long. I tried to look for who did it, who produced it and whatnot, and I couldn't find it. But I got a clip here in the video, not a clip, but a picture, so you can see the animation. Maybe you guys would recognize, which one it is. And my guess is this is taken from Ramanyan, is my guess, because I haven't gotten into the introduction of Hanuman in Ramanyan. So we see the story of Hanuman being born I guess he's the Monkey King with the human wife, being raised, being gifted with special abilities. We see him as a little chimp, a little monkey, want the mango. He thinks the sun is a mango when he jumps into the tree, and it's not there. And then he jumps to the sun, and the sun god is in his chariot, and his attendant says, "Sir, a human child is jumping towards the sun," and they go and intervene to stop him because they don't want to see him get hurt, which I thought is a very nice gesture. One of the things that I will say that is interesting to me to see in these very Hinduistic portrayals is the gods seem to be very interactive with humanity, and that's a cool aspect to see. So the sun god stops Hanuman from getting to the sun, and it kind of explains him, like, you can't be doing that. He starts to teach him and whatnot, and you see Hanuman begin to kind of grow and grow and grow, and he gets to a point where they have the gods kind of get together and talk about Hanuman. And his mom is worried sick, like any mom would be. And there's a scene where, I don't know where he is, if it's like a heavenly dwelling place or just a place in space or on Earth where they're gathered. And there's several gods there. I'm going to say, I think there were 4 of them, and each one will come up to Hanuman and give him an ability. And we see one give him the mace so he can protect himself and, kill demons with it. And different abilities are given to him. One gives him the ability to be any size. And we see the strength is given to him. And then he is kind of brought back to his family. And he gets word that Ram... Now, when I'm watching Ramanyan, they refer to Vishnu's incarnation as Rama. Here they're referring to him as Ram. I'm assuming it's the same thing. I don't know. I'm assuming it is. Because we see as soon as Ram is introduced into anything, Hanuman is very much a devotee and I guess a disciple, a follower of Ram. And there's a problem because Ram's consort, Sita, is taken by the Demon King. And they take the queen to Lanka. Now, my question is this Sri Lanka? Because when we see everybody kind of chase after Sita to get there and they're confronted by the ocean, you can kind of see Lanka off in the distance, and it made me think of Sri Lanka. If you got down to the southern tip of India, there it is. Is that where it is? Or is that just coincidence? I don't know. So we see this collection, this army gathered, the monkey army, the bear army. There seemed to be, a lot of creatures that were like Hanuman in this army that were kind of like talking monkeys, but there were also monkeys too. And we saw the same thing with bears. There was an army of bears, but there was also a bear king. And they were at the coast trying to figure out how are they going to get there? How are they going to do this? And Ram was going to take a special arrow and fire it into the ocean, and it was going to do something, I'm guessing, destructive to the ocean. Maybe split it in half, maybe, I don't know, so they could walk through to get this mighty army through. And the ocean god appeared to Ram and said, listen, greetings, greetings and salutations. I humbly have a request. Please don't do that in the arrow, because I have a lot of sea life here. You'll kill a lot of sea life, and we don't want to do that. If you get some boulders and write my name on it, I'll make sure that it floats. I will hold it up. So you can build a bridge to get there. You got plenty of monkeys. You got these two monkeys right here. And I forgot their names. It wasn't Hanuman, but it was two guys that were given names who are really strong. And they can build a bridge. You can kind of lay these bricks out and do a bridge and kind of go all the way out there. And then, there you go. You'll have it there. And so Rama said, well, what do I do with my arrow? I cannot put it back in the quiver. I got to release it. And the ocean god said, why don't you shoot it at that mountain? That mountain can take the brunt of it. I know the mountain can take the brunt of it. So we see Rama do that. Rama shoots the arrow into the mountain, which of course now gives them the boulders, so they can kind of pick things up and move them. And you get these, and there's kind of like a crew writing names on it, the ocean god's name. They're throwing it in there, and it's building this bridge. And so they get out there, and they're able to get there. And Hanuman, I forgot about that. Before they did that, Hanuman flew over there. The Bear King got him to remember his abilities, and he flew over there, and he found Sita. And he said, I can take you away right now. And she said, no, I would rather my husband come get me, because, give him honor and whatnot. And he goes and he makes an appeal to the Demon King. I'm guessing he was the Demon King. And, has a little fun with them. And he starts beating some of the demons up and killing some of the demons. And is giving them multiple opportunities just to let her go. Do the right thing. Let her go. And, of course, they don't want to do that, And the King's Council is very much of, we should just let him go. We really should. This is not an ordinary man. Bad things may be happening. Nonsense. I'll send my, I think he sends his demon brother to go fight him, and he gets killed. And they send the demon's son, and he captures him, but he let himself get captured. And he just Hanuman just makes it, just plays these dudes, and gives them every opportunity. Well, they don't want to listen. So then the army crosses over. This army crosses over. They get there, and they're met by a demon army, and there's a war. There's a big war between, the Bear Kingdom, the Monkey Kingdom, Ram and his brother. And this big battle happens, and they keep going. They kind of cut back to the Demon King's palace, and they're saying, "Kill me if you want to, man, but this is a mistake. You need to stop." And he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear it. And so we see this Demon King is getting more and more unhinged because he's losing, and we get to the part where he goes out and he fights. And they wound Rama's brother, and we see Hanuman kind of then takes this. He has to go now on a side adventure because they're trying to figure out. Let's go get a doctor. Let's save him, Lakshmir, and one of the doctors say there's only an herb that grows on the top of the Himalayas. That's where you got to get the stuff, and if you get the nectar, it will save his life. So they do that. They go. Hanuman flies to the Himalayas. He's met by a guru who's really an evil person trying to trick them, and they tell him to go down to the lake to get some water to drink, and then you'll be able to find this stuff. And of course, it's a trap. It's a trap, and this ugly creature kind of comes out and tries to eat Hanuman, and Hanuman defeats it easily. But it releases a goddess that was trapped and warns him that this guru is not right. Be careful. So he deals with the guru. He gets to the top of the Himalayas, and everything is glowing, because one of the things he said is, how am I going to know this? How am I going to know when I see this this nectar? How am I going to know? He said, very easy. It'll be shining. Well, everything's shining. Everything's shining and glittering. He doesn't know what to do, so he just picks up the mountaintop and he flies it back to where the injured Lakshmi is, and he drops it down and allows the doctor then to pick whatever herb it needs. They administer it. He's revived. He's back to it, and the battle continues. And you see the Demon King then goes and he wakes up his brother, who's a giant. And everybody's like, I don't want to wake him up because he's going to eat me. And so he comes out, and he's eating monkeys, and he's causing some damage, but he is defeated. And what we find out is some people were captured. Rama and his brother were captured, and they were taken down by the king of hell to be sacrificed to the goddess of hell. If I got that right, I may have the terminology wrong. And Hanuman has to go down and save them. So we see a actual gateway to hell in the movie. We see the doors of hell, the gateway, this path to hell that is kind of in every mythology, that's in every kind of religious writing, this idea of the netherworld, the underworld, the grave, kind of where the dead is. And Hanuman's met by Hanuman. And which was kind of a weird thing. And then the Hanuman says, I am the son of Hanuman. Hanuman says, it's impossible because I'm celibate. Nice try. Who are you? And he explained that that he was born of a crocodile. Crocodile bit him and got some of his blood, and somehow he was born out of this fight that he had with the crocodile that tried to eat him. And he is the son of Hanuman, and he is a sworn devotee to the king of hell, and he guards the gateway to hell. And so they fight, and Hanuman beats up his son and says, hey, listen, son, don't be too hard on yourself. I'm just better than you. I'm going to tie you up, but no, you did your duty. I'm just better. So he gets in there, and he finds the statue, or I guess it's the altar to the goddess of hell, Hanuman, and he pushes it down into the fire, and then he shapeshifts to look like it. So as they get ready to offer Ram and Lakshmi up as a sacrifice, he then accepts them and then takes off. Right, he takes off. And we ultimately see this battle come to a conclusion. The Demon King is defeated. Sita is rescued and reunited with Ram, and they're in love, and they're able to get back to where they need to go. And that was kind of the adventures of Hanuman, I would say. And I thought it was really it was interesting to watch Hanuman and see how involved he is on everything. I didn't realize how involved he was with everything. So that's number one. Number two, the animation was old. There's so much you could do with the animation nowadays. You know what I mean? There's so much to do. I would really like to see an updated version of it. I would like to see something where, because they had the demons looking kind of, I don't know, little kiddish. This animation style, I think, was very much designed for kids. It wasn't gory. It wasn't any of this stuff. It was very much, I think, to teach kids, the adventure of Hanuman, to understand who he is, And I would like to see, an adult adaptation of it. And I don't mean adult like pornographic. I mean adult where it's more realistic looking. But it was very good. It was very good. I think it was excellent for somebody like myself who doesn't know. And you're kind of getting it laid out in a visual presentation so you can get an idea of what this is and and why is this character important in Hinduism. And I remember we did a video on Northeast India, and I didn't know really anything about Hanuman at the time, and I saw a big statue of a monkey. And I said, oh, it's a monkey, look at that, I like the monkey. And people were so offended and said, that's Hanuman. What are you doing? I didn't know that. I just like a big statue of a monkey. There was nothing on there that said this is Hanuman. Like, I had no idea. But Hanuman is growing in culture. Hanuman is becoming more and more mainstream in American culture, which is, again, I think, pointing towards Kings of the East, I think. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and much love.